So if you haven't started investing in the stock market and you're thinking about investing in the stock market, this is the video for you. Why is this the video for you? Because I've been on this journey since last year, November 13th, 2025. I know that's a small time frame, but I've been investing in the stock market longer than that. I've been investing since I was 18 and I am 32. So it's about like 14 years. Now, within investing in the stock market, there's been a lot of things that I've learned, a lot of things that I've changed amongst the years to get better as far as an investor. And then eventually, adding into a little bit of trading into the investing. But there are some new advantages for this generation. Like if you're under the age of 40, this in this generation to invest, it is a lot easier because when I started investing, you needed like a certain amount of money to like deposits to some of these brokers. You couldn't buy fractional shares back in the day. It was just the entry level was a lot harder. And then even to buy shares, when you had to buy shares, the fees were so high. I remember you had to pay like $9, or it was a crazy amount back then of to buy shares. But now you could buy shares and it's like pennies. So if you want to start investing, the first thing I'm gonna need you to do is download Robinhood. Download Robinhood. Download Robinhood. The link should be somewhere, probably in the description. Go ahead and download Robinhood. Once you download Robinhood, you're going to deposit money. Now, if you could deposit $1, that would be great. If you could deposit more, perfect. But I'd rather you stick with $1. You're gonna deposit $1, and you're going to buy a fractional share of a stock. It could be any stock, preferably something that you already know and something you can invest in, something that will be here for a very long time and has already been here for a very long time. So I would pick these companies: Microsoft, Apple, Tesla. The list goes on. Like I'm not telling you to do these stocks, but find stocks like that, right? Once you find your set of stocks, next thing you want to do is rinse and repeat. Deposit money, buy fractional shares. Deposit money, buy fractional shares. And you're going to do that for a very long period of time until you could build up a investing portfolio. Now, right now, you got to watch yesterday's video because right now I have two options. I have two option plays, two covered calls, and these plays are very important because in this video is teaching two mindsets: $0 to $500, and if you have less than $5,000 in your account, how can we invest in our accounts slowly, surely, and not being on the charts as much. So I'm gonna go over those option plays later in this video, but for right now, I'm gonna buy my fractional shares. So we're gonna get some of Bank of America, which is down on our average cost, which is one of the plays that we have on our covered call. Cool. So we got some Bank of America. This is America. We're gonna definitely get some SPY. We gotta get some SPY. 663. The Spire is downer. 663. Probably get some lows. I think I'm down on lows as well. Yep, definitely get some lows. And then, so what I do, guys, the point is, look, my average cost is here, and the current price of the stock market is 239. So meaning that my average cost, like what I've been buying, spend like 240. Like look, I bought 239 and barely dropped it down. So my cost average determines whether or not should I buy into these stocks or not. Caterpillar, I'm gonna buy. It's a red day. I'm up on the stock, which is fine, but today's a red day. And how I look at it is if there are 252 trade days in the year, and let's just say there's only 52 red days and there's 200 green days, and I bought every single red day, logically speaking, I'll probably be up. So, with that being said, um, still got more stocks to buy, and we just got some Nvidia, Microsoft, Nvidia, Netflix are super up on. Microsoft, we're gonna get some more. Microsoft's getting a beating. We're gonna get like $2 worth of Microsoft. Yep, getting get $2 worth of Microsoft. Microsoft's getting beaten. Google, that's some Google. Down on Google. We're down heavy on the metals, which these are refineries. They're not necessarily metals, which I wanted to I wanted to sell those positions and actually get into metals, but we're gonna hold for a little bit now. We're gonna hold a little bit. We're down on these things. It's okay. It's fine. Down on silver, down on gold, or down on copper. But that's no big deal. That's no big deal. These are just small run activities. Oh well. We're back at my average cost for gold. And then we're gonna get some copper, and then I'm gonna break down my option strategies that I got for you guys. Copper fill. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's break down these option plays. And at the end of today, around 3 p.m. my time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, when the market closed, I have this option strategy. So what I did was I bought 100 shares, average cost of 47.23 of Bank of America. Right now, I have a covered call, meaning that I'm putting up my 100 shares for sale at $46 if if Bank of America closes at 46, or if the market closes above 46 at any price, 47, 48, 49, whatever, I have to sell my shares at $46. Now, if Bank of America closes under $46, I'm obligated to keep my 100 shares and keep the credit. They give me a credit for doing so. But the credit was $135. Right now, I've gotten $26 out of the 135. Now, what I'm hoping to happen at the end of the expiration, which is today, is Bank of America stays above $46. Yes, I know. I bought it for 47, but I'm selling it for 46. That's weird, right? Like why what? That's already a loss. Not really. So, I bought it for 47, 47.23. My credit right here is 135. So 46 plus 1.35 is 47.35. 47.35 minus 47.23, that's 12. So I'm making $12 if Bank of America stays above $46. Like we have so many other strategies, or we fixate on so many other strategies, that we buy low, sell high, and we buy naked options and all this other stuff. But I can still benefit today that if this stock drops, like right now I'm down $36, but if this stock stays below my average cost and it stays above $46, I would make profit today. Like like listen to what I just said. The stock, let's say the stock stays right now at this price, I would be down $34. But when the stock sells and I get my credit and I keep my credit, I really made $12. So I made money on a losing stock. Listen, for you guys that are just starting, that's gonna go over your head. You're gonna need more time into this game to actually understand what's going on and actually like to make these plays, right? Next one. I have Intel. So yesterday I bought Intel, or the day before I bought Intel. Intel like ripped. Intel ripped, and when it ripped, these premiums for this contract it went up with it. So what I did was I agreed to sell my stocks, my 100 shares at $45. But for doing so, the market gave me $365. So if I add 3.65 to 45, I get 48.65. But if I look here at my average cost, it's 46.65. If Intel stays above $45 today, I will make $200. Like the stock is going down. I didn't short the stock. I didn't short it, but I still made money. If Intel closes below 45, I got to keep Intel and I still get to keep the $300 credit. And what's perfect about this is if let's say Intel closes at $45, I'm obligated to sell. I get to keep the credit and I get to enter into Intel next week at a cheaper price than what I bought it this time. So this is one of the strategies that I like to use with the covered call. A lot of people like to sell um, above market price. I like to sell in the money and kind of bet against the market. And if I lose betting against the market, a lot of times I'm losing with profit. And if I bet against the market and I'm right, usually like it works out or it levels out like losses and stuff like that. Like that's another thing like too with teaching or learning about stocks. Like I like learning about hedging and like lowering the losses as much. And these are some of the plays that can help you lower some of the losses. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. Um, these videos are going to get a little bit more in depth, a little bit more things going on. Um, I want to record what happens when these contracts expire, but I don't think I'll be back on. But if I do, I'll let you guys know. If not, Monday we'll see what happens, and then I'll just explain to you whatever happens, and then we go from there. Thank you guys for watching. Follow me at TikTok and Instagram at Strictly Tax or Strictly Financial. Strictly Financial, and we'll talk to each other on Monday because today's Friday. So that means enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the weekend, baby. You don't have to be stuck on the screen 24/7. Just enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk on Monday.